Yo, welcome to Entropy. This one's been on my list for quite a while. It's a Nirvana map, and I gotta get it off my chest right now. This song, the MIDI that's playing right now, is my favorite Doom MIDI of all time. I will listen to it on repeat while I'm studying or whatever. It's good stuff. Anyways, beginning can get a little bit grindy if you play it like this. You can play it a little bit safer, but I didn't want to. So, yeah, things got a little bit sloppy. But, doesn't matter. Also, this looks great in uncapped FPS. So, not sure if you knew this, but I was not able to stream for about a week because I was away from my streaming PC. I went home, and I recorded this on a laptop with capped frame rate. It was great. I did the same for Sunless Map 28, the Fast Monsters one. And one thing that's cool about capped frame rate is somehow the movement looks more smooth to me. Don't know why that happens. It's so weird, but yeah. Gets a little shootable here for our first secret Berserk. Use this to punch out the chain gunner here. And I like that Mancubus to infight with this guy, but it's alright. We gotta deal with that Mancubus a lot later. And it's nice if he has low health, but not essential. Do our revs like that. And then stepping here opens up this secret backpack. And then we got this little ledge walking here for the supercharge. There's a way you're supposed to get it a lot later. I'll try to point it out at that point, but I like to get it for this fight because getting it later, I feel like you don't need it as much as you do now, because this Spider Mastermind is such an idiot. Like sometimes she will just not infight with these guys, or she will infight, kill one, turn, and then do like 100 damage to you instantly. So I want a supercharge so I can possibly survive in case things go wrong over here. Success rate went up a lot with that, so. And then the imps, quite an overwhelming amount of imps. The spider will not be able to take them all out for you. She will, however, get herself stuck soon enough. I'll just be SSGing the rest of these guys in the meantime. Use them as a nice meat shield. And there she's stuck. She's dead now. What is it, like 2 imps? Yeah, it's 2 imps working on her. And I like when it's only 2 imps because they're not doing much damage to her, so she'll have just a little bit of health, so I can do this. Oh yeah, you gotta find the right angle to get in there and get your punches in. Oh yeah. We all know that I delivered the final blow. I'm sure maybe there's a way to check for real, but I like to think I delivered the final blow there. Grab that stuff. Now for this part, I just plasma down these guys, and I try to anticipate these missiles like this one, but of course sometimes we mess it up. Last few guys, gotta be careful also, guys coming from behind me. But this time didn't happen that way. Anyways, press that. Lowers the orange key. I like the different colored keys because it's a whole palette swap in this map. The whole golden orange thing. There's secret number 3. Also, I take care of this mank here. This room. A good amount of attempts died to this room right here because it's Cyber Demon infighting rockets, and all that good stuff. But yeah, not so much this first part. This first part is easy enough. Pulling the Cyber over here, and then I go deal with the archviles, and then come back here and hide. Back around, just keep doing that over and over. And so a couple of them were infighting. I wanted to be careful. I didn't want to just shoot blindly, just in case I get one right at the end of his animation. Insta zap and all of that. That time I just went for it though. It's alright. I can't just, they won't do anything to the cyber. Nothing productive can happen if I just leave them alone, so. There, we heard both of them die. I also showed the little hollow mirrors there. Unfortunate, but what can you say? When you make a map that looks as good, I can't be mad at that. Hollow mirrors. Anyways, finally the cyber infights well with these barons. These barons are just like the Toilet of the Gods map 1 barons. They never want to shoot at that cyber. But this time it worked out, and gotta push through the pigs, making ourselves some space. No reason to switch to SSG there. I thought I was through, but not quite. Still didn't get too punished for that though, which is nice. And now I'm just gonna keep working the infighting here with that cyber. Usually he'll die. It's nice if he does, and then I can go get the other cyber. But I don't think it works out that way this time. I think either he kills them all and is at really low health or something like that. I just remember having SSG the second guy. But yeah, I'm sure it's pretty clear how this kind of thing can go wrong, this certain area. All the speedrun maxes, what you do is you trigger both cybers. You pull this one away from the lift where the shells are there, and you go grab the other cyber, try to work your way up that lift and just leave all these guys infighting. Oh yeah, we got ourselves a good punch on him. I almost could have delivered the final blow there, but not quite. Yeah, pressing the switch will reveal another switch to lower this lift. Yeah, this is the second cyber, so yeah, a lot of times if that first cyber dies and you still got a lot of goats left, get this guy involved, help you out. And then get up here, we got some revs, stationary, well not stationary, but it's kind of standing there waiting for you. And now this next part is fun. Oh yeah, shoot that. I'm not 100% sure what it does. I think it raises the platforming or something. No, I'm wrong. I don't know what it does. Anyway, I push over here, and that's the mank I was talking about. So if he's at low health or if he dies, it makes it a little bit less dangerous because this chain gunner's behind you as you're trying to push out of there. Yeah, we just sit here and just plasma spam all the pigs. It's the way to handle this, because if you stay in there, there's revs on one side, manks in the corner, and these chain gunners. I pull out the chain gun, and once the chain gunners are gone, I'm just gonna go one by one, kill these revs. Now I'm looking over at that cyber. It's gonna make me look dumb in this demo, but he can shoot you. As I'm going for like these first two guys, I lost an attempt to that on like one of the first days I was grinding this, and ever since then I checked just in case. Alright, and we deal with these manks here. Now I had a death at the end fight, and the cyber actually shot to demonstrate why I do that. And also we were making a lot of Die Hard jokes. That was good times, those of you who were there on stream. And we actually got good health, so I'm actually going to save that mega. Doesn't happen very often. This cyber window, man, so we're 9 minutes in. This fight is a problem. It's a roadblock. Like, I feel like the cyber that's all the way out there, if he couldn't hit you from like this position, it would be a lot easier. But see that rocket just over my head? I mean, that could have been it right there. I took it as a warning sign to grab the mega before it becomes unreachable. And I sit up here, and any of these guys that don't infight with the cyber, I'll just rock it down. A lot of times that cyber might I mean, I was saying he might snipe me, but also sometimes he just doesn't infight, which is just as bad, and I'll just have this whole entire horde coming at me. It doesn't look like much right here. I guess I can go show you just how many. Yeah, all of these guys like chasing after me right here, and more, because if they're not in this position, they're going to be spawning in a lot faster than this, so. It's kind of a problem if they don't infight, but yeah, there's the guy all the way out in the distance. Watch those rockets too. I lost a couple attempts where it went well and then had rockets fit between and stuff. Alright, pressing that switch lowers these archviles. And it's worth mentioning that you can use these archviles to do an archvile jump for an early BFG. But I didn't want to do that in this demo. I wanted to do it without that because it's definitely faster, so it makes sense why the speedrunners do it, but for me trying to just beat the map, I didn't want to. I felt that it takes away from some of the later encounters, but it is definitely faster if you want the record or whatever. Yeah, tag that secret. Pressing that switch opens up the way to the soul sphere I got a long time ago. That's also what that rad suit is for, but whatever. We'll talk about the rad suit later. And now this is the rocket launcher side. So I took the plasma side, I forgot to mention first. And this is the rocket launcher side. You can take this one first if you want, but I feel that the plasma can help me a lot here. So that's why I do the plasma first. Not to mention, that's just kind of what I did in my blind run. I happened to go that way first and just stuck with it. I've honestly never tried this side first, but it seems hard. I think that Nirvana balanced it to where going on both sides has its advantages and disadvantages. So it's really good on his part. So a lot of times his maps, he maxes them. I don't think he maxed this one, he said, but he also tests them out to make sure that they're playable without secrets. So that way you don't get that feeling like 20xE7 map 5. Yeah, now this part. So this is one of my favorite sections in the map. I just really enjoy being able to just hold on to the rocket launcher and mow through all these imps and stuff. I shoot the imps just a little bit and I go for the mancubi. It's like Sunless map 25 on a bigger scale. It's pretty good. It's not as much of a fight for space, and it's not specters. It's not specters. But yeah, once these mancubi go down, pretty much just in the rhythm, alternating between these furnaces. Also worth mentioning that those switches that I keep running past, the chain switches, I'm gonna pass by them right now. So see there, on the left and on the right. So those will actually raise walls that block these furnaces from spawning in enemies, but I don't use them because I feel like if I can just never or almost never let go of the rocket launcher, I can kill them fast enough. That's not that big of a deal. I think could be more required if those switches could be more essential if there were more Hell Knights or something in this. Could be an idea. And now at this point, once the Hell Knights and Barons come in, that's how you know that it's almost done. Once I push through like this group of imps, yeah, there it is. Stuff has pretty much stopped. Yeah, it stopped spawning in. And we're just cleaning up. Next thing to do, press the switch, take the teleporter out. We're gonna get ourselves this key, the red key. I don't know the colors of the keys, where they are off the top of my head, but yeah, got the red key there. I guess it opens up this door or something. Yeah, go ahead and take out this Arachnotron. I wanted to save shells for this little encounter here. I also want to lure these guys out. I can't lure that Spectre out, unfortunately, because these two were infighting. But oh yeah, and Spectre tried to get me from behind there. Yeah, I want this Megabus to come out because there is there are 4 archviles in this next room, so don't want this guy to be getting revived, stealing all my space. That's pretty much the theme on this rocket launcher wing, is that you're going to be fighting for space. Yeah, we take this mega armor before we go in. Also got a supercharge in there. Nice and stacked. Now I'm going to keep going back and forth here. I want to get this Cyber to shoot. Oh, nice elastic collision there, by the way. The Cyber needs to shoot and get this infighting going. There's a good amount of RNG to this fight, but I think that just about every situation, you can die, of course, but I think most of the situations you can work your way out with plasma. And this is the main reason I go to the plasma side first, is just this area. Next area is workable with SSG and rockets only. Yeah, this guy got stuck. I go in and punch him. I do remember hearing the Cyber shoot behind me. I was just a little bit scared, but I also had to punch this guy. I punched the Cyber. I punched the Spider Mastermind to death. Had to punch a Mag too. And we're working down this guy. He doesn't take much damage, unfortunately. That's one thing that's really nicer about having the BFG. I could just come and two-shot that guy, but oh well. I know this. So I immediately start shooting these guys just the first second that you can. Gotta make some space here. And when the situation gets tight like this, that's what the plasma is for, but it's definitely workable with just SSG, this one. Area before this, not so much. Not from what not from my experience. Oh yeah, this. This happened to Zol too, I think. I think he dropped to like 3 here or something because of these lost souls. But it doesn't matter because we get a mega in this fight here. This place is fun. I go for these archviles. I try to just shoot 4 rockets at them. Not all 4 rockets will hit most of the time. And yeah, just instant red screen. Yeah, this fight, the day I got this actually, this fight was just, even if I was getting past it, I think I got here 3 times. 1 died, and the other one that got past was the same thing. It was nasty. Yeah, this one was giving me the business that day. Alright, so after I clear 2 sides, hopefully the sides are opposite each other the way they are in this demo, and I'll release the Cyber. So careful with that. You know, just because Cyber's infighting doesn't mean we can look away. We all learned that from the How to Die video. You know how to die in this room for sure. This guy should be a little bit low on health. Yeah, all these Cybers, being able to two-shot them is definitely definitely something I wish I had with the BFG, but still, in the name of doing the fights as intended. This part. Alright, I lost maybe 2 attempts here. It wasn't that bad, but this demo makes it look atrocious. I grab the key and then I sit here. I found this nice corner where neither of the Cybers can see you, but you will have to deal with the Cybers because a lot of these clusters of projectiles, if you're gonna dodge them, you're gonna be in the view of the Cybers. So, but I try my best to stay in this, stay centered in this position. Eventually, they'll start to get close. Like really close, and then I gotta move, but not quite yet. And we'll have this mega whenever we need it. 64 damage, why not? Alright, so I like to also get some infighting going if I have to in that position. Alright, and this, hold your breath. Those guys had to block me. They had to. Good thing I had that. I had the mega to spare, but man, I don't know. I guess I thought that I could circle around. I guess because more often than not, I clear out more of these guys than I did in this demo. But I'm not dead. That's all that matters. Now we got to kill this cyber. We don't have to. Don't worry. We don't have to do the one behind us now. He'll get crushed later. And we can just work this guy down with the plasma. You can constantly face him, but it's a little risky because if the guy behind me shoots at the wrong time, I feel like I can just get destroyed. So I like to turn around and take a quick look just in case. I gotta do this smart, make sure we don't get rocketed on the lift. Yeah, there he is. There he is getting hiccups, sorry. There he is getting crushed. And I go back looking for some cells. I see some down there, but I was like, you know, I don't even feel like waiting for this lift right now. I'm just gonna go. We got this secret number 7. So if we clear both of these sides, we're in good shape. We can get to the fight that I like to call the unfair. Not quite there yet. We're at the pit fight now. So the rad suit that I'm about to take for the pit fight, you're actually supposed to use it for the soul sphere, I guess. Like you drop down to the right to get that soul sphere. But I found it a lot more useful for this fight right here because when you trigger the fight, there are 2 rad suits and you can't really reach them right away. So you have to get all this stuff while you're wasting health. So I had lost an attempt here and decided to change that up. Go ahead and rocket down these revs. This is the idea here. I can't stay back here too long. Eventually I just gotta push in there because there's just too much stuff going on behind me. Even if I'm gonna take some hits like this, it's okay. I gotta get back here. I gotta get back here for the ammo, having the rad suit there, all of that. And I just chuck rockets from this corner. So, rad suit's running out. I got this one here. So, I mean, the amount of health that I got now, it's, you know, I got hit by a lot of revs here, so I would have got destroyed if it wasn't for that whole rad suit thing. Alright, now we just got some goats left to take out. I go ahead and grab these rockets. And since the rocket ammo is not a big deal, oh yeah, health and armor, of course. Since the rocket ammo is not a big deal, go ahead and rocket these guys. Also, be careful, that cyber can see you up there. I don't know if you can see him. Wait, up there. Yeah. Watch out for that. Here comes a rocket. Next thing is to press this switch. I guess you need a green key? I don't know. Or gray, whatever that is. There, shoot that little tiny shootable there. And also cells are they're not very tight at this point. So I'll go ahead and just plasma these guys down. Yeah, see? We're good. Now, there we go, the unfair. I lost too many attempts to this fight, man. Too many. But I'm saving that mega, so we're in better shape now. I need to clear out the space over there. There's a cyber. That's the cyber that's been sniping. Now we got to get in this corner and use the plasma. Now, either I get this mega now, or it's going to be unreachable because of some Hell Knights and Barons. But yeah. Now I got to rush to this corner and try to take out archviles as best as I can. So the idea is to pull the cyber to the opposite side from here. Of course, that guy can just do whatever he wants. He can just pop out and Michael Myers you while you're in this corner. Especially if you got to step out there and deal with these archviles. Like multiple of them. It can be rough. Good thing that guy was infighting, because holy crap. And I did change directions in front of that cyber, so that was risky. But it was nice that the game gave it to me in this one. And then he dies of the infighting. I love that. I see that whole cell pack sitting there, so I can just go ahead and spam. Alright, now this, I don't know what's up with these bars, but I feel like these bars just never want to lower. Maybe I need to press that switch and then it's timed or something. I don't really know, but I feel like these bars just never want to lower. Now, one thing unfortunate about this demo, this key. The reason that you come here is to get this key. And getting this key will get you the BFG. But, as usual, wandering around. So first, I go on the wrong path. And then I go on the right path. I press the thing and it says, yeah, you need a gray key for this. I have to go all the way back here, grab the key. Yeah, so you're supposed to go on the plasma side. If you want to get to the BFG fight, you go on the plasma side. You don't even have to drop down here, actually. Try to show it quickly, but you can just run across these platforms if you come around. But yeah, here we go. So you have the BFG. So this I have to actually explain. So this these little symbols here, you can shoot on this platform, but you can't shoot here. If you shoot outside of this or this or this, all those archviles will wake up and destroy you. So it makes for an interesting scenario. Going for 2 shots here is pretty rough, and I definitely don't want to do it at this point because there are worse fights than this coming up. Alright, I press on that and you can shoot down these archviles. Yeah, I thought it was a really cool idea because pretty much, you know, you click the BFG. As long as you click the BFG while you're on one of those platforms, then you're good. You can, after the BFG ball comes out, you can just do whatever you want. Ourselves a juicy BFG shot on those guys like that. Yeah, so this is a little thing about two-shotting cyber demons I guess I never mentioned. If you're at a distance, the timing is slightly earlier than it is when you're close. All depends on when the tracers come out, so that's always fun. But anyways, grab some cells. Now this last cyber, I don't know what the intended strat is for this, because Derek was two-shotting this guy, and then he was like getting in the face of these archviles, but I just get the cyber to shoot the archviles. It's what I did in my blind run, so I just stuck with it. Yeah, little by little, we're gonna get taken out. Oh, and when I'm playing this fight in particular, in fact, anything like this, like 20xc7 map 6, when I'm supposed to go pacifist, or when I have a rocket launcher out and I don't want to accidentally rocket my face, I got my finger so far away from the fire button, just in case. Alright, and I started messing up this two-shot. It's all because I have to take a step down, so it's okay. It's not, the ammo's not a big deal. Oh yeah, checking around for ammo just a little bit, just in case, and then leave this place. So I wait a second so those archviles can get crushed, because you can't grab these cells without taking a teleporter in here again. Yeah, now go ahead and just deal with these sniper arachnotrons and press these 2 switches. So pretty much if you do both wings, that's all you have to do. All the other secret fights and stuff are optional, of course. You can get to this platforming fight with no BFG. Yeah, you do not want to do this without a BFG. It's doable, but it's rough. So, if you've watched the Revenant video, you'll know that only the bright gold and these little ledges that you can see, you can walk on. Everything in between is death pits. So this is This is a whole platforming situation with all those homing missiles coming at you. But yeah, once all the flyers come, I just pull out the BFG and just spam my way into here. Oh, we have a situation. Alright, I'm checking for rev missiles, of course. You can get taken out after. Yeah, this will give you a much better idea of what actually you can run on in here and what you can't. Almost fell there. I would have been so pissed. But I didn't. I didn't lose any attempts here, so I'm happy with that. Nothing between the unfair and the ending. Alright, so we triggered all those archviles, and I'm going to sit back here and start checking rockets. There's 5 of them, I believe. Once I think I got them all, I pull out the BFG when I step in there just in case. Bruh. Okay, thanks. I think at this point I go in, right? No, not quite. Oh. Good thing I was able to get back out. I didn't find myself in a position where he was like blocking the way out or whatever. I got the BFG just in case of all that nonsense. Yeah, and I go through this again because I want that mega armor. And then we got the last little claustrophobic section. And this is unfortunate. You gotta press that switch and then wait for this one to open. But it's only like 4 seconds, so no big deal. Press the switch, and then we got this situation, but we got a BFG to bail us out of any cramped feelings. Alright, and I'm like, why am I using SSG? Let me use some rockets. Right here, yeah. Right now we get the quick 2-shot here. Play this game called Let's Avoid the Megasphere because we don't want it yet. Now this fight we got a sniper cyber and a bunch of revs and cacos and some pain elementals because why not. But what I do is I sit here, and since cacos come up from in there, I try to get the cyber to just infinite height a bunch of them, and then once the revs start coming out, I just start spamming from this corner. Watching that cyber at the corner of my eye. He's infighting now. Oh, he's after me now. Yeah, when there's a lot of flyers, I go ahead and pull out the BFG because rocket launcher is a death wish right now. Hey there, lost soul. He was trying stuff, that guy. Yeah, just a couple times there I was dodging the rev missiles and I got too close to rockets, so I decided to pull out the BFG. Got a little concern there. Alright, now I go over to this corner. There's always a rev that likes to stay up here. And we screwed up the technique. Oh well. Now we grab the mega and I shoot the BFGs one at a time because I'd like to have as many cells as possible for the ending. It'll make the cleanup a little less painful if I can have a lot of cells, so that's why. And it's cool to push against that lift as you press it. You can go up just a little bit quicker without actually having to wait for it to go up. Now we got a little scuffle here. just kind of surprised we got this thing behind you, but it's not dangerous or anything. Just kind of jump down and shoot rockets at him. Alright, now I'm gonna, oh well, I need to get this archvile to die. I remember this. This is the first time I've ever seen this. The two archviles usually just come down, but okay, bro. And just try to get some shots on him. Some okay shots on him. I'm not going up there and two-shotting him. I want to try the end fight. I don't feel like going back. Alright, so we didn't take damage. Usually stuff goes worse than that, and I need a soul sphere. So at this point with 1281 you can go to the end fight, but I need to go tag a secret. You need to have 9 out of 9 secrets before you start the ending. I don't think you can go back after you open everything. If you can, that's news to me, but yeah, I'm taking all the secrets, and then yes, David, yes, this way. Yeah, I don't have to drop down here. See, every time, yeah, I did that a couple times, but yeah, when you come here, you can just do the platforming, and then you're already here. See, even with the camera, I beat Doom Guy to it. Well, one more thing to do. I need to press the switch to open up this. Unfortunate. It's just because when I practice a lot of these, like I'll play through it once and I'll save on all the places that I want to practice. And it's like, well, I'm practicing the end fight. I'm not going to be practicing this progression or whatever. Alright, this end fight. It's a balls of steel moment. I'm going to shoot one. Press the switch. Get some tracers on those guys. We take this teleporter, and I'll explain the teleporter later, but this whole place is connected somehow. Gotta rush the archvile. Shoot at these revs. You've seen this before if you've watched the Revenant video. Just a few rockets, and then we're gonna get out. We don't want to stay there too long, so we don't want the cacos to spread out too far. I want to keep going back and forth. Take that 80 damage. Part of the plan. Get this infighting going with the cybers and the cacos. Just get them distracted a little bit. Get some damage on them. And I started taking that mega there as I go around. There's some stuff that was happening to me in practice. Yeah, make good use of these walls here. Blocking those cyber rockets and stuff. Alright, good thing this guy didn't shoot. Oh yeah, alright, now this, in my defense, my mouse was, I was not using my normal mouse, so I ate that pile of rev missiles. It wasn't really my fault, if you think about it. Anyways, this was my strat. I would take the teleporter again, and I want to kill those archviles that are in the middle there, so they don't get easy free zaps on me as I'm trying to do this cleanup. I died in this cleanup once. Stream clip, I'll probably drop it in the description, but I was pissed. It was during this part here, pretty much, because those middle guys were all still alive and they all just got me. Okay, good thing I killed 2 of them with that BFG shot. They weren't targeting me, but still. It's quite a... It's a pretty crazy ending. I mean, you just gotta believe in your strategies and just play as aggressive as you need to, because, and about all you can do in a fight like this. All right, and the last couple of enemies, and we're done. Oh yeah, go ahead and take that missile. Why not? And we got a mega up there to spare, I think. Not that I could reach it during the fight at all, but... Yep, this is it. Oh, and this little bit is platforming. I raised my mouse all the way off the table and just pressed W's. I was not going to fall off. Yeah, that's it. Entropy. So I'm glad I finally got to do this one. It took way too long. I think I'd been wanting to do this since like the 20xe7 grind. The D2All grind. That was the first time I played it. But yeah, it was quite an investment. I always got the 7 days rule now, where I won't spend more than 7 stream days grinding this and grinding a demo. And this one took 6 days, so cut it pretty close there. Yeah, that's Entropy. So hope you guys enjoyed that. The map looks sick. Thank you Nirvana for playing it. It's definitely in my top 10 or whatever, top 10 or so. So till next time, peace.